Apparently,
Apparently, J. Cole said it's time.
it's not time for the fall off, but it's
No.
time.
And he made sure to let us know the fall off is coming.
Yes, he did multiple times.
Yes. But he said, oh, I was doing this cute little vlog thing. You know, Kendrick put out this cute little verse. You know, why don't we give him some music? Why don't we give the people what they want?
And so at midnight, Cole just decided to press the green button or maybe the red button. I don't know what color his button was, but he pushed the button.
Definitely a big button too.
And yeah, and
Like
he
the
pushed the
president
button
button.
like the Staples. Remember Staples had the easy button?
The easy button? Yeah.
Easy button was like this big. It was
It
just,
was huge. It was huge.
yeah, I didn't even know I had props nearby. Anyway,
Right.
so Cole put out a project named after the vlogs that he's been putting out. It's called Might Delete Later.
Yep.
And this is 12 songs. And that came out at midnight. And man, the industry has been in a tizzy since then. And I want to start with something I haven't heard anyone say.
What's that?
The credit or the label for this album is not Dreamville.
What is it?
Cole World, which I've never seen before.
I was just about to say, has it ever been Dreamville?
It has definitely been Dreamville many times before.
Okay.
And I even went and checked just in case I was tripping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not something I would know. So,
Because I would have came up here like Ella May and said, my bad for tripping on you. You know what I'm saying?
but can I just say real quick, because I said this to you off pod, and I think it's really funny, so I'm gonna say it to you on pod. Was this our Beyonce?
I mean, I found out by accident. Let me be honest. I was just on weeknights YouTube, just looking at some analytics,
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, looked like Cole dropped a single because YouTube said, hey, man, hey, dog, you might want to check out this shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. And I was like, what? What is this? This a single? I said, oh, okay. 7-minute drill. That must be a single. All right. And then when I went to the YouTube, Cole's YouTube, I saw many more records. I said, wait a minute. Wait
Like
a
a whole
minute.
album?
Let me check the Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify told no lies today. There it was.
Yeah.
Full project, latest release.
Well,
And I started hitting, I'm going to be honest, I started just copy and paste and sending it.
right. So I heard it. I heard that there was an album from you, but I was on TikTok, so I knew that there was an album, right? And then I was on TikTok, just doom scrolling as they call it,
Hardly
and
minding your business.
hardly. And I see this post. So this is after I know there's an album. I see the post, and it's just an image, and it has a quote. I don't recall what the quote is now, but it had a quote, and then it had the title of a song. And I realized that the music in the background was
The song.
the song. And I'm like, is that a Kendrick diss? So I said, you know what? Let me go to the album. So I go to the album and I see that this song is number 12, right?
Of 12.
Of 12. And I am someone who, I don't know if I have some mild case of OCD or something, but I have to listen to things in order. Like, I can shuffle it later. But if this is the first time I'm hearing something, I like to hear it in sequence. It makes it just peace of mind. It makes me feel better.
Me too. Not so much for peace of mind, but because I want to hear it as the artist intended me to hear it.
Yeah, I just feel this way about most things. Like, I like things to go in order. So for me, I'm just like, And of course, I want to hear it that way as well. I shouldn't count that out because that's important to me as well. But mostly it's because I just need it to be in chronological order because that just makes sense to me. So I'm like, I gotta start from track one. I can't start from track 12. I can, but I'm gonna start from track one. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning when I should have been sleeping.
Yeah. Y'all see my toxic trait, right, listeners and viewers? I'm over here sending people music at 3 a.m.
Right. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I am listening to J. Cole at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. That's what
I
I
listen
like to hear.
I listened to about, and that's why I asked, just for context. That's why I asked, is J. Cole our Beyonce? Because why in the world was I up at 3 a.m.
Well, let's
listening
review.
to J. Cole?
Let's review. Did you buy J. Cole tickets but not pay your rent?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Did you pre-order without knowing what was even coming in the pre-order?
I didn't do that either.
Okay. And my last question is,
Uh-huh.
did you go on the internet and start posting lyrics and breakdowns and quotes 15 minutes after it came out?
Now, as soon as I woke up this morning, I posted to the weeknight story. I posted 7 minute drill. I
Yeah.
did. That was the first thing I did today. I was still in the bed and I was like, I'm gonna post this because I know and you know, but do they know?
They need to know.
And do y'all know? I didn't know if y'all knew, and I wanted
Right.
to make sure y'all knew,
Right.
right? So 1 out of 3, he's
Then
like
maybe,
partially Beyonce,
maybe, maybe he's
for us,
partially your Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
maybe. But I listened to half the album. I did not listen to the whole thing at 3 o'clock in the morning because I do need my beauty rest, and I stopped there and then I continued today. Once well, it was today, but I continued during daylight. So yes, but I do blame you.
I will gladly take the blame for that one.
Right.
Like
So let's
Akon, put the blame on me.
blame it on me. Yeah.
That's right. You could put that blame on me.
So let's get into it.
Right. 15 minutes later, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, 12 songs,
Yeah.
surprise Cole project like he often does.
Uh-huh.
Even though technically there was a rollout, we just didn't know that's what the rollout was for. We
Right.
thought it was the rollout for Fall Off, and he fooled us.
He did. Or maybe
And
we just were in his business and
no, we weren't in his business. He was releasing vlogs.
well, he was releasing vlogs, but he didn't say it was the fall off.
He was talking about the Fall Off on all the vlogs. He wasn't saying nothing about this project. He said he had 6 iterations of the Fall Off.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think it was weird when I saw the music video clips. Like I was like, this is clearly a music video.
Well, see, that's why I'm saying, you were trying to read into you are a part of the Cole Hive because that is
Oh yeah.
exactly what Beyonce's Beehive does.
Oh no, let's be
They-
clear. I am in no way saying I'm not down with the Cole fans. I am a Cole fan.
no,
Yes,
I know,
absolutely.
I know,
Dollar in
but
a
he is
Dream
your
tour.
Beyonce.
You know what I'm saying? Dollar in a Dream tour twice. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
your Beyonce is my point
All right,
because
listen, if that's what makes you sleep good at night, I will take that. But let me let you know if Cole is my Beyonce, then I got a couple of Beyonces.
which is fine. That's
All
okay. You
right,
can
then
have
that's
more
it
than
then,
one.
All right. Well, so when you finally finished hearing the project, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was a solid album. I love the fact that the beginning of it is like smooth and like kind of cool and really vibey when he starts off, and then later on, like when you end the album, you end the album high energy. I love that. And I don't think I liked every song.
Okay.
Um, One of the songs really reminded me of Drake.
Okay, I can see that.
What was it? It was an acronym.
Oh,
Um,
HBT or HYT.
yeah. I know it's I don't know if it has a name.
I'm
But
telling you, that's the
no.
name.
Well, yeah, I know the song has a name.
HYB. Oh, it's called Hide Your Bitch
Yeah.
because Boss sings that in the chorus.
Yes.
Hide your wife, hide your bitch.
Has Boss worked with Drake before? Do you know?
I don't think so. He's Cole's artist. He was Cole's first artist.
It just sounds like something Drake did before, and so
Got it.
it just remind. I'm not familiar with Boss, and that's not.
Him and Cole have a lot of great records together. You could tell they have a great relationship. He's usually Boss. Cole is usually on Boss singles.
That's track 5, right?
You're asking a lot now.
I'm just making sure I'm
I
talking
ain't
about
even
the
got
correct
the
song.
specs on him. You know what I mean? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that song reminded me of Drake. I know that style is not Drake's. Drake didn't create that. It just made me think of him because I guess I know that they're friends, and you know, and I know he tried to do that style. I don't know what it's called. That's why I'm saying it that way. But um, he tried to do that before, so it just made me think of him. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why, but well, I know why, but yeah, that's that. For no other reason than that. Um, but I thought it was a good album. I would like to listen to it again. I listened to it twice. I would like to listen to it again. Um, I thought it was a very easy listen. Um, I love Jermaine.
But
No, that wasn't
oh,
a but. I said it that way because I don't want to sound too like a girl with a crush because that's not that's not what we do here.
right.
But I don't know. I just always love his sound. Like I don't really have. I gotta be honest. Like I'm not one of the diehards that know every song and every lyric. So I don't
Oh,
want
so
to.
he's not your Beyonce.
It was oh fine. He's not. Maybe I don't have a Beyonce, but
Uh,
the reason I love listening to him and I've listened to a lot of his music. I don't want to. Um, I feel like you know more and you have experienced more when it comes to J. Cole. So I don't want to come up here and sound like I understand all the intricacies and the ins and outs and things like that. I feel like that's faking and I don't want to do that. But I love
never
J.
fake.
Cole. Like I love J.
Never fake.
Cole. I listen to J. Cole. I don't want to make it sound like I don't, because I absolutely do. But I just feel like I'm not like the die hard, like I know every word and I've been to the concerts and all of that. I feel like I was introduced to J. Cole later on than a lot of people were. So for me, I'm always, like I said when we spoke about the vlog that he was putting out, I'm always excited when he has music come out. I always run to it and um but yeah, I just don't want to make it seem like I know, oh my gosh, like this compared to middle child or whatever is, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that.
Got it.
I feel like that's your bag. So I'm sure the people are waiting to hear your flaming hot takes
Oh, that's
about
it. That was your review. That was it.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was great. I don't have and I figured I'm not gonna go too much into track 12 because I figured that's a whole different section of the pod, right?
Yes. So you're gonna save that for the end. Yes.
Yeah, but I thought he was talking that shit on the album. I didn't have anything bad to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since you asked, uh, first I like to say I thought it was great that Cole was kind of with the OGs on this project, right? So we know he's cool with Gucci. He's mentioned Gucci all throughout his career, but Gucci's on the album
Oh,
project. I don't know what this is called. I don't know if this is a mixtape or an album, but would you like to say something? I'm sorry.
I just, Ari was on the is on the first song, and I love that. I love Ari. I just,
Yes, Ari's
I,
there, and I thought that was good because I know Ari's been having a lot of things going on in the public and backlash, and we spoke about her stuff with the tour, so it was good to see her and Cole still rocking out.
yeah, I didn't mention it before, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by that. I was like, oh, a little Ari Lennox to start. Okay, I like that.
Right. Are there any other features you'd like to discuss before I go off?
No, you start, and then I'll just
And you're
jump in
just gonna
whenever.
keep cutting me off, right? Got it. Okay.
Oh, we're doing a podcast. We're having a conversation.
I know I'm joking, man. It's jokes because you just cut me off. All right, so it was good to
Oh,
see him with. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it was good to see him with like the OGs. He was with Gucci. He was with Cam. Trey the Truth has a song named after him, and then he's on the end of the song.
Uh-huh.
That was really cool to see him with kind of the OGs. Clearly, cats he's cool with, cats he respects, cats he might even look up to.
Mhm.
That was really cool. I'm a little sad we didn't get a 50 feature, but I understand 50's busy. Cole and 50 used to be cool. I don't know if they still are, but it would have been cool to see that. I feel like that was
Like
kind of the
stuff like that, I
only.
wouldn't know.
50 is on Cole's second album on the deluxe,
Mm-hmm.
Born Sinner. And I always say this is I don't have evidence of this, but one of 50's later hits came from J. Cole. J. Cole said on his first album, I beat the pussy up. I beat the pussy up.
Mm-hmm.
I beat the pussy up. That's the hook right there.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after, 50 Cent had a song with Jeremiah, and the hook was, I beat the pussy up.
I never thought about that.
You know, just
I
stuff
never
that
thought. I never made that connection.
just stuff, you know. So
But
yeah, they're
I'm
homies.
familiar with both. But I never
I'm
made
sure
that
Cole let
connection.
him have that. You know, I've always felt that. Now that we're here, I'll say it publicly. But I felt like 50 was the only one kind of missing. And I feel like it's time for one of two things. On the fall off, I want to either hear another J. Cole and Jay-Z song together. We haven't had one in a long time.
Okay.
Or if we don't get that, I would really truly like to hear a Nas and Cole song together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's long overdue, especially since Nas responded / did the remix to Let Nas Down all those years ago. I feel like where's the Nas and Cole song? But that's just me being a fanboy, as the kids say. Now,
I mean, fanboy all you want. Okay, this is your Beyonce.
anywho, so yeah, it was cool to see those OGs. I would like to see him with Nas or Hove again next time. That would be really cool. It's been a minute. Clearly, he still has a rapport with Jay-Z. He mentions Jay-Z several times throughout the project. And we'll get to that in a minute, too. But who else is featured? Boss. There was a lot of Boss. I got to be honest. I didn't need all of this Boss. I like Boss, honestly. But it was like J. Cole didn't want to sing. So he's like, hey, Boss, come here real quick. Come here. Sing this real quick. I knew it. On like the song you were talking about, I could tell Boss was coming. Bless you.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell Boss was coming. As I was listening to it, I said, Boss is gonna sing this hook, I bet you. And here came Boss. And I'm not mad. Boss should get all the
Not,
money and all
not
the
you.
notoriety, but I don't need Boss on every other song. Like, he's
Not you
cool.
with the headphones and going. Boss must be coming.
I'm serious. I'm dead ass. It was like
So
4:30 in
funny.
the morning. I was at work and nobody was there with me, but I was like, I bet you Boss is gonna sing this hook. And just seconds later, who came on? Boss. It's all right, dude. I appreciate you and your contributions, but we don't need this much Boss on one project. All right. So that's number one. Number two, I really enjoyed hearing him on Ready. They call it Ready 24 for this song. It's a Dipset song that is super popular from a mixtape, which later became an album called Diplomatic Immunity. Super cool.
I know diplomatic immunity.
That what?
I said I know diplomatic immunity.
Holler. So you should know I'm ready. It was super cool to hear Cole on that. Made me think of Cole when he was doing like the warm up and mixtape Cole rapping on a bunch of industry stuff. That was really cool. Clearly, Cam gave his blessing. It was nice to hear Cam.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. I was very surprised. More surprised than Ari Lennox, obviously. I was pleasantly surprised to hear Cameron on. Oh my gosh. Because you know what? I, I don't know. When I think of Cameron, and this people are going to think that I'm wildly disrespectful. When I think of Cameron, I think of horse and carriage.
Oof, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, like I
That was
wasn't.
almost that was like 30 years ago.
I am aware of how
Okay.
long ago this was. But that's kind of what I'm saying. Like I never followed Cameron's career. Like after that, I wasn't tapped in at all. Like the
But you
way
were,
I'm
because you
saying,
say you know diplomatic immunity.
yeah, but not. Yes, but like not like that. Not like this. Like you see how J. Cole's album came out and I already heard it. I mean, we do a podcast, but even if we didn't, I probably would have already listened to it, you know? Like when I say tapped in, I mean I am actually like actively seeking out this person's music and whatnot. So yes, I know diplomatic immunity, but as far as like following Cameron throughout his career and whatever, I really didn't do that beyond
Okay.
the beginning.
Understood.
So, but when I heard, I said, "Oh," because now I guess, and maybe I shouldn't even say when I think of Cameron, I think of that. But what I should say is now, when I think of Cameron, I think of him and Mace doing their show. I don't even think, and I of course he's a rapper, and like, don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying at all that he was not important in that space, but I'm just today like when we think of Cameron. Well, when I think of Cameron, I'm thinking more of his show that he does with Mace and all of that. So hearing him just was a pleasant surprise. I was like, oh my gosh, well hello there, hey
Right.
stranger.
And right.
That's how that
And
felt
it
to
was
me.
cool to hear him still be able to play with some flows.
Yeah,
Because at
I
first he
liked
came
it.
on and kind of was like, it kind of felt like, all right, I'm going to just do this because I'm here.
Yeah,
You know, why not? But then you could tell he kind of was getting into it. I said,
yeah,
all right, Cam, letting him know he still got a little something, something in the tank. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I like that. I did. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot. I think that's one that I listened to. I listened to it a couple times last night, but I don't think I listened to that one today. So yeah. Well, it was all today. I keep saying.
It's all right. Don't worry.
Long
Just
week, guys.
continue to blame me. You know what I'm saying?
Long week.
Just
Just
continue to blame me. And the
yeah.
3 a.m. J. Cole
Literally been the
text
same day.
message links. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Um. So that was really cool. Oh, going back to the song you like, Hide Your Bitch.
I didn't. That's not what I said.
That's not what it's called? Hy.
No, I never said I liked it.
Oh, well, whoever that last guy was, I didn't need him on it either. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if he was like from London or the UK via the Bahamas. He had a lot going on with his accent.
Okay,
And
so it wasn't. So then it's not Boss I was talking about. I was talking about that guy.
oh, Boss sings the hook.
No, I'm talking about the guy that you're talking about.
Oh, let's get his name because I don't, even though I didn't need him on the song, he did well. His name is Central C. Central scene. Yeah.
Yeah, that to me sounded like European hip hop.
Yeah,
It has
I
a
didn't.
specific sound, and that's why I was saying I don't know what it's called,
I just didn't need another verse from him.
but that
He
reminds
did
me.
well. I'm just saying, like, I didn't need anybody else but Cole, and I already had Boss. I definitely didn't need another.
Yeah,
I'm hating,
which is
to be
fine,
clear,
but that was the
but
part
he did well.
that made me think of Drake.
Understood. And now, while I'm hating, let me just get my hate off. It's really hard for me to keep listening to niggas do the same flow the whole project, and a lot of the features had the same flow, and so it really made me feel like, oh, why are these niggas here? I know it's the popular flow. I know. I do music. I'm a nobody, but I also do music. And I know I'm not popular like Boss or J. Cole, but I
Nobody gets the
understand.
whiz.
I understand that that's a popular flow to use, but I don't need to hear it every song that somebody is featured on, while Cole is also doing that same flow for half the project. It was like, all right, this is a lot of this flow. And I'm hating. I'm being clear. I know I sound old. I know I sound like I'm not tapped in. I just enjoy when people switch up flows. And that's what made me like this project even more.
Mhm.
Because every time I started feeling like, all right, are we going to switch up the flow? Bam! Cole switched up the flow. I was like, oh, yeah, that guy, he be knowing. And I felt very excited when I heard him switch up them flows. I said, all right. Because Cole at this point has two specific flows he uses. They're kind of his default flows, right? He's got like the fast kind of like middle child kind of rap that he did, right? He's got that one. Then he's got his other flow that's a little more slow, a little more direct.
Mhm.
Those are kind of his two default flows. And I appreciate both of them. But I like that Cole came on here and made sure that we understood there were more flows coming. Another thing I appreciate was Cole having Absol and Daylight on this project. Their back and forth was interesting. Now I'm a little spoiled. I grew up in the Styles P and Jadakiss era. So the bar is pretty high when people do back and forths in verses. But they did well. I appreciate that he's showing love to Ab, who does not get enough credit in my opinion. And it was cool to see Daylight, who's known as a battle rapper, who's also a lyrical guy and got skills. So it was very cool to hear them rapping on Pie. And Cole gave them plenty of time. I'll be honest, I didn't think Cole was coming on at one point. I was like, wow, Cole was really letting them rock. Like he's like, yo, go ahead, niggas, let your nuts hang. I don't care. And
Let your nuts hang.
just when I thought, hey, maybe Cole is just gonna say thanks, fellas,
He
or
let his
talk some
nuts
shit
hang
on the
too.
outro, Cole came with like a 2-minute verse, and I forgot all about them.
He
I
let his
forgot
nuts hang
all
too.
about them after that verse. I was like, wow, okay, whoa,
Them nuts is hanging.
wow, dragging them. You feel what I'm saying? Those nuts are dragging on the floor.
Woo. Mm-hmm.
Mucho cojones.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay? And I also really like that. I think that Cole had a really good balance of beat selection. I know, like Nas, he gets picked on about his beat selection. He had songs that had very dominant beats, like 3001, right? That's what it's called? 3001? Yeah.
I feel like I need to
3001.
listen to this more. How many times did you listen to this?
Mind your business, okay?
Because I don't know the
Mind
song as
mind your
intimately as you
business.
do.
Mind your business, okay?
You've
I heard
listened
it.
to that at least 6 times.
I heard it plenty of times.
I could tell because
Yeah,
normally
yeah.
when we talk about albums, you'd be like, "But what was that? What was the one?"
Nah, this is different. This
You
is
know
Cole.
everything.
Like
But this is
this is
because he is
Cole,
your
and it was
Beyonce.
a heater. And to be honest, this is another thing. 3001 is from the vlog. So Crocodile Tears is the song we hear in the first vlog
Yeah.
in volume 1, and 3001 is the song we hear in volume 2 where he's like riding the bike with the
Yeah,
blue
I
shirt
recognize
on.
Crocodile Tears.
Yeah, that's 3001. But I was saying he did a great job where he has beats that are really powerful and dominant, make me like, God damn, like 3001. But he also had songs like Pie, where Pie was really just a soulful sample playing while these niggas was going bananas.
Yeah.
And there was a couple songs like that throughout the track. Like we spoke about Ready, 24. Pie is another one. I don't know all the sample ones, but there are soulful samples playing that is kind of just letting the sample play while Cole goes nuts. It gives a good focus on his lyrical ability and what he's doing. Sometimes cats have so much going on with the beat that it's like, this beat is nuts. I don't even know what this nigga is saying, but this beat is nuts. And when you're a lyrical guy, sometimes you want to stray away from those beats to let your lyrical prowess and your cadence and all of that stuff get some extra shine. And I like that he did that. I'm sure he's going to receive criticism for it, but I like that he did it.
Well,
overall, I am pleased with this project. It was balanced. Although he was beating his chest most of the project, we still got songs like, Hide Your Bitch, and Fever, where, a little something for the ladies to vibe out to, some vibey tunes for the ladies, or for the kickback, something that you could just
You
say,
gotta
all
have
right,
a little something for the kickback.
gotta have a little something for the kickback. And so Cole had a balanced project, even though he was beating his chest and letting us know damn near every record that he is in his prime and he's the best rapper out right now, and then nobody on the planet go fuck with him, and that the fall off is coming soon.
Listen, talk your shit, okay?
He did, but I like that he still was able. Oh, you first.
I was gonna say it's like I always say, like bring that energy.
And he did. That he did.
Just bring it. I'm here for it. Like that's gonna get me a little bit more excited about listening to it. I want to hear the confidence. I want you to think you're the best rapper alive, even if you're the worst rapper alive, and he's nowhere close to that. But I'm just saying, I want you to think
Dylan, I spit hot fire.
Okay, like let the people know you spit hot fire. Okay,
And he did do that.
Let everybody know. So I do appreciate that. Listening to the album, I'm like, yep, you do, because you know what, that creates that fosters the buy-in. Like even if you didn't think so, you almost have to. It's like he's telling you that you have to believe that because I said it, so it's true.
Right.
I don't know.
So it is said, so it is written, so it shall come to pass.
Exactly. That's what he's like. Listen, I tried to tell you before. I'm gonna tell you again. Like it is me and I am him.
Slim with the tilted rim on 20-inch rims.
Jigga, jigga, jigga.
He got it from Snoop though, but yes.
I know he got it from Snoop, and I learned that from you. But I know he got it from Snoop, but it's still.
Yes, listen, in New York, that's what we go
if
to.
y'all go to war with me, I'll go to war with y'all.
Are we ready to speak about war?
Perfect segue.
Then let's do it.